Hey, good morning, YouTube. Brad here at Drone Dependence. I wanted to talk about a little thing, or a big thing actually, that's on my mind this morning. And the reason being is just that it's about these kids in high schools who are posting threats on social media about, bringing a gun to school, killing, classmates, and shooting up the school and getting back at people. First of all, making threats like that, that's really a horrible thing to do. And if you feel like you need to do that, you know, get some help. You really need to search out, someone to talk to because having feelings that way against, other people, it's not it's not normal. It's not good for you or the person who's feeling like they want to kill somebody. But it's not good for our society, and it certainly isn't good for the people that you are making these threats against. And I'm seeing a lot of these threats, with high school kids, and actually, here in South Florida, I see it all the time. It's like happening almost every week, where these kids are making threats through social media, and they're getting caught, of course, which is good, and they're getting arrested. And that's really good too because they need to be taught a lesson. These kids, who are, posting these hateful, comments and threatening messages about, killing, their classmates or other people. It's really it's a sad thing that's happening in today's society. And I grew up. I was in high school back in the '80s, and we just didn't do stuff like that. It didn't happen, when I was it didn't happen, sorry about that, when I was in elementary school. It didn't happen when I was in high school. I mean, we had, we had rivals against other schools, but it was just through sports. And we never made, threats to kill anybody, in other schools or in our own schools. Um, Granted, my high school, it wasn't that big compared to, schools these days. But, we just didn't go around, shooting our mouths off at people and, telling them we were going to kill them or come to their house or just go and, shoot up the whole school or family. It just didn't happen. Um, and I think, people today, kids today, see social media is a safe outlet to, you know, um, voice their concerns, of course, but it's not a outlet to voice your hatred or your feelings for other people in a bad manner or way. Certainly not threats of gun violence, which today there is all kinds of violence around the world, and these kids in school don't need to be adding to that violence because we need to fight against violence, not add to it. And I think these kids aren't realizing that. Um, and it all starts at home. It definitely starts at home, with the parents, the family. To notice these things um, before it gets out to other kids, because you don't want your kid to sprout hate against their classmates. And you want to, if there's anything going on at home, you need to talk about it, because if it gets out to other classmates and they hear about it and they see you as one way, then they find out you're another way, you're gonna lose all your friends. So just don't sprout hate over the internet. Social media is not a place for hate. It's a place for growth and discovery, not for hate. And unfortunately, in our world today, that's what social media does. It's a great way to spread hate, and the only way to destroy hate is not with hate, but, you know, with kindness, goodness, treating everyone the way you want to be treated. You know, smile at the world, it will smile back at you. If you are hateful to the world, it will be hateful back. And that's just it's just a lot of common sense. It has nothing to do with anything else, just common sense and, you know, being good and not, you know, losing your temper or being angry. So that's just what I want to talk about, you know, because I'm seeing all this stuff on social media about these kids. It's all over the news. You know, these kids are using videos and Facebook, TikTok, Instagram, you know, what have you, to you know, spread hate, and, you know, they get in trouble, and that's good. They need to be, you know, taught lessons, and, you know, arresting them, and, you know, putting them behind bars, even, you know, even if it's a, you know, teenager, definitely put them behind bars and show them, you know, this is what you're going to end up being if you do this. You know, this is where you're going to end up, behind bars. You know, it's just wrong. It's just, you know, these kids really need to be taught lessons, because, you know, school shootings and, you know, shootings anywhere, you know, this is where it all starts. So that's what I really want to say this morning, and I hope everyone has a great Wednesday. It's hump day. I'm working today, and then I'll be working tonight at Jog Boys Coffee Shop in Wilton Manors. Just want to give a little plug there. And everyone have a great Wednesday. I think it's the 9th. No. Yeah, it's the 9th, isn't it? It's the 9th, yeah. It's October 9th, 2019. So everyone have a great Wednesday. Take care, and be safe, and smile at the world. Bye.